I'm here now with Home and Away hunk, Luke Mitchell, aka Romeo. We're delighted to have you here. Loads of questions coming in. Keep yours coming in by all means, but we'll get to a few of them first. Luke, if that's okay with you. At Megan_Quinn95 wants to know why you're so hot. Don't know how you're going to answer that. No joke, she says. And then she also asks, what does he like and not like about working on such a massive TV show?
All right, I think I'll just skip straight to that second question. And I don't know. I guess it's a fun show. You know, it's established. It's part of Australian and Irish history. You know, and working with people like Romeo and those really established characters is fantastic. Not liking probably the early mornings. You know, it's just hard.
How early are we talking?
Oh, sometimes you might be up at 4 o'clock in the morning. You know, for a 5:30 call time in summertime. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not nice. We like our sleep-ins. Do we have another question? Let's have a look. At Aoife1310 wants to know, what was your favourite episode of Home and Away to shoot? You can only have one now.
Okay. Well, it's coming up.
Oh, okay.
It's coming up. There's something coming up that's really quite special and unique, and it's never been done on Home and Away before.
Oh, so we'll just have to stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
And you can't even tell us any more than that. That's a nightmare. But listen, Luke, people are really excited because it's fair to say Home and Away, and it is an institution here. It's been running on RT for 25 years. So I took to the streets of my very own Cork to find out why we love it so much.
You have to watch it, it's a thing, you just have to.
It's just like the main thing you used to watch when you came home from school.
When it's on, I'm glued to it.
What is it about Home and Away that you love?
I love the way that it's away from Cork and it's in Australia and they have really nice accents.
They dress well and their tattoos and all that. And it's funny the way they treat the girls as well. Draws get in trouble, like, always.
What do you like about Home and Away?
I suppose the storylines really, and kind of the beaches, and I suppose all the good looking fellas on it, but...
Who's your favourite?
All the Braxton brothers.
Liam, the Brax brothers, Romeo and Alf.
And Alf! Very importantly, Alf is a super hottie.
I say Pippa.
Pippa, why Pippa?
I know her smile and her eyes.
Aww.
When I see him, like, I just get shivers.
Do you remember who Pippa is? Yeah. Are you being serious?
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Romeo, he's gorgeous. And I recently found out doesn't he have...
No, you can't. You can't say that. That hasn't happened in Ireland yet. That never happened.
They do have a lot of new, interesting kind of storylines that I think kind of appeal to the younger generation now.
The boys as well. They're cool fiends, like.
They are good fiends. Yes, I love being in Cork and hearing all the Cork slang.
My boyfriend is completely obsessed with it.
Give him a shout out then.
Hey, Moses.
Hey, Home and Away lover. Yay. Do a nice Cork goodbye now.
Talk to you later. Take care and just love me.
And keep tipping away is how he ended that. I like it. We're offering 3 of you the chance to meet the lovely Luke Mitchell in person. All you have to do is go to our Facebook page, follow the red arrow. You only have till 7 o'clock tonight to enter, so get on it. You could meet him. You could touch him. How exciting. So now, I've got loads more things I have to do here. Check out redcarpetagency.net as well for all his other tour dates in case you don't actually happen to win that now. Before I do quick fire, I have to ask, what's next for you without giving away anything about Home and Away? Answer that quickly for me.
Sure. I've actually just shot a pilot in New York, a pilot episode for potentially a new show called The Tomorrow People. It's a remake of a 70s show about people with superpowers.
Sounds amazing. Right, quick fire time. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, theatre or TV?
TV.
Surfing or tennis?
Tennis.
Speedos or skinny dipping?
Skinny dipping.
Sun or snow?
Sun.
Home and Away or Neighbours?
Home and Away.
Best thing about working in Home and Away? You said that already. Somebody else asked that. What will you miss most if you left the show? If?
The people.
The people. Tell us something that, had we not met you today, we wouldn't know.
I have 3 brothers and a sister.
Oh, do better. A secret.
A secret? I used to be really shy as a kid.
Oh, really? Okay, that is hard to believe. In 2 seconds, what is your most embarrassing moment on set ever?
Probably farting.
That was a good one. I like it. Luke Mitchell, you're a legend. I know it's going to make some of you sick to think I've been hanging with the lovely Luke Mitchell all evening, but we want you to get involved in the banter, so get your Facebook and Twitter questions into us and we'll ask as many as we can. So Luke, I'm going to do that just now because they'll be upset if I don't.
Sure.
So at Abigail McNally wants to know, if Luke or Romeo / Luke even could be in any movie, what would it be?
You know what, I think it'd have to be Jurassic Park. That was like my ultimate kids movie growing up, and I think it would be, I don't know, I've got this fantasy about dinosaurs. I just think they're the coolest things ever, so yeah. A Jurassic Park movie.
You need to talk to Steven Spielberg and work on
I know,
it. There could be another one.
Yeah, one day.
Yeah, one day. Okay, next up, what do we have? We have at Fatima Tala on Twitter wants to know, what is your favourite thing about playing Romeo's character?
Oh, I think it'd have to be the fact that he's an outdoorsy kind of guy. You know, getting to do all the beach stuff, all the surf carnival stuff, the boat stuff, going to Hawaii. Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's a good one to get, really.
It really is.
Yeah.
I got really lucky.
Oh, listen, don't even start me. I'd love a job like that. Anyway, at Aoife_Woodlock wants to know, what's your favourite thing about Ireland so far?
The people, obviously. Everywhere I go, everyone has been so lovely. So yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you had time to take that in amongst all the jet lag?
Kind of. Like in little bits here and there. But yeah, I'm sure, you know, when I'm back home safely, I'll be like, oh, I miss Ireland. I'll be like, oh, remember that.
Can you understand what we're all saying to you as well?
Mostly, yes.
Mostly?
Which I've been surprised at, because I've met some Irish fans back home and they've been talking so fast, I'm like, just nod and smile.
Well, feel free to say that to me if we've any problems. But lads, keep your questions coming into us on Facebook or Twitter at 2TubeTV, and Luke will very kindly answer as many as we can. And we can even do one better. We're going to try and get you guys to meet Luke in the flesh. Amazing this Friday. So all you have to do to get involved in that is check out our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/2TubeTV. Follow the red arrow. All the details are there. You have to be over the age of 18 to enter, just so you know. And if you're under 18, you actually need to have a parent or a guardian with you. And in case you're not able to make Friday, there are other dates as well. So you could meet Luke maybe somewhere else in the country. So all you have to do is check out redcarpetagency.net for all the other tour dates. Now, Luke, I've loads of questions on my own. No point in me answering them, really, is there? So I'm just going to hit you with loads of them. They're not quick fire. Take your time. We obviously have to talk about the fact that Home and Away is so popular here, which I'm sure you figured out in the last few days.
Starting to.
Yeah. Is it as popular in Oz? Because we hear that it isn't as popular there.
It is as it's popular, but I don't know how to compare it, because the population of Australia is larger, and I guess also the fans, I think, are maybe a little bit more standoffish in Australia. Like we can kind of get away with walking around a little bit more, maybe because they're more used to seeing us, whereas here it is kind of tricky getting from A to B, like, you know, just walking around or going to a shop, you know, especially with teenage girls.
So moving to Ireland is not going to be an option for that reason?
Well, maybe not in the near future, but eventually. I mean, it is a beautiful country.
Yeah. You don't have to be too kind. We're very aware
No,
the weather is a big issue.
Well, the
weather's
weather's an issue, but the country's beautiful.
Thank you very much. What storylines do you most like playing, or what has been your favourite to date?
Oh, look, the Hawaii storyline was fantastic, just because I got to go to Hawaii.
Simple as that.
Exactly. The Great Storm was a lot of fun for my character, because I got to do a lot of the adventure kind of rescue stuff, and Channel 7 put a lot of money into that, and it felt like being on a film set, and you know, one day I want to do some big budget films, so yeah, I really enjoyed that. Now,
what about the current storyline with Romeo? We're just after finding out in Ireland that he has skin cancer, but we don't know the severity of it just yet. Did you have to do a lot of research to play the role? Did you find it difficult?
Well, it was actually my idea. I pitched it to the writers. I mean, I wanted to portray the storyline because it is such a big deal back home in Australia. We've got such beach lifestyles that everyone's out in the sun all the time, and I think there's this line of thinking that only old people can get skin cancer, and that's completely not true. You could be in your 20s and die of skin cancer, and so I wanted to get the message out there to put sun cream on.
Did you find it tough though? Was it emotionally exhausting to play?
Yeah, it was very challenging, but very rewarding. I very much enjoyed it, and I enjoyed working with Rob Mamone, who plays Dr. Sid. We did a lot of stuff together, and there's a lot of stuff coming up that I'm looking forward to hearing your reaction to.
It's very awkward because we can't give away too much, and obviously the Australian audience are ahead of us in many things, so we'll leave it there in case we mess it up for everybody else. Who is your favourite person to work alongside, when you're doing scenes?
Look, Charles Cottier, who plays Dex, is a lot of fun to be with. We're good mates, and we used to live together for about a year and a half.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's something that some of the fans might not know. No. Also, Ray Ma is just a living legend. He's such a nice guy on and off set. There's always something to learn, or he's always got stories to tell. So yeah, always great working with him.
I have to ask, who is the biggest diva, or are there any? You be honest, they're not going to see this. It's fine, you're safe, they're miles away.
That's true. Look, to be honest, there aren't really any divas. I mean, everyone has their time or their day. You know, you might be having, because you know we shoot so much and it's just so fast, and you know you might just have had a bad night and not slept or whatever, and everyone has their moment where they're just like, leave me alone, you know, and everyone understands it. I think it's just like, yep, okay, that's your day, you can take that.
You're being kind, Luke, you're being very kind. I'm going to ask about the kissing scenes. Do you find them a little bit awkward, or is it just, you're all friends now, so it's fine?
Yeah, basically, and it's all very mechanical. I think that's one thing that fans don't really understand, like kissing scenes or sex scenes or anything like that. It's just, you know, you've got a bunch of guys around you, there's a camera, there's lighting, you know, it's
not the real deal.
It's not the real deal. It's so unnatural that it's literally as mechanical as holding hands or, you know, walking from there to there.
Gotta love that. Thank you, Luke.
You're very welcome.